Tony Daly here, Santarelli Exchange. Hope everyone's doing well. This is going to be a quick video on the average true range. And what I'm going to talk about is exactly what the average true range is and how it's used, or how I use it. And what it basically is if you take any individual price bar and you take the high and the low for that period, in this case it's a day, but you could use this for intraday also. That's considered your true range. So if it happens to go from 89 to 92, your true range for that day would be 3 points. And you basically look at the time period that it's looking at. This would be the past 14 bars. And if you were to add up the true ranges for each of the past 14 bars and divide it by that number, which in this case would be 14, it would give you that average and it would plot it on the lower plot. Now, the average true range is a volatility indicator. And in this case here, looking at Facebook, we can see that at any given time, wherever I put my mouse, it'll tell me what the average true range was for the day. And we could see that it is basically, if you follow along the price bars, you could see it pretty much stays fairly steady, that the stock has not been volatile much at all. It's been basically staying at about 1.5 or $1.50 a day. But somewhere around June, all of a sudden, we started to get a lot of activity in Facebook, and you could see the average true range start to rise. And it is currently sitting at $2.33 a day. So basically what that's saying is on average, we could expect Facebook to move an average right now of $2.33 a day. Now what I have plotted up here, and will be the subject of a future video, are Keltner channels. And what Keltner channels are, very briefly, is a midpoint and an average true range indicator where it actually sets your upper and lower boundaries at a preset average true range. So you could basically see, if I know that this stock is going to move on average $2.33 a day, these Keltner channels show me the boundaries of what those numbers are. Now this particular one I have set for 2 average true ranges. So we're basically 2 times 233 above and 2 times 233 below. Why is that important? Well, if I were to go long over here, or if I was going to buy a call, I know that the stock on average could move $2.33 a day. So I like to set price targets and stops. So my price target might be 2 times the average true range to basically look to try to get this thing to 99.73. And my stop might be 2 times the average true range on the downside on 89.61. So if I'm bullish and I wanted to go long here, many people use the average true range for price targets and stops because they're specific to the stock. And a lot of people feel that's a lot more accurate than just going with a hard dollar stop. And the other thing is you don't want to have your stops hit. So for example, if I put 94 over here and I put my stop, say over here, just based on the average true range, there's a very good chance that I know it's going to be hit. So those are very important concepts with it. Here's the other thing, and you could kind of infer this. Let's say it's 2 hours into the trading day and Facebook is up $2 and you decide you want to go long. Well, you might want to think again, because the average true range on the Facebook is $2.33. If it's already moved $2 on the day, there's a very good chance that it's kind of getting to a point where it's hitting its average run for the day, and it might start to tend to get overextended and tend to pull back. So all of those things come into play. And of course, if we wanted to look at it on an intraday trading and go down to a 30-minute chart, you could actually do that too and see that in any 30-minute period, Facebook is expected to move 43 cents. Now, knowing that, those are good for intraday trades, day traders. You could use those as price targets and stops. And that, in a nutshell, is a really good way to use average true range and what it's all about. Now, you don't really use it on its own. You use it with other indicators like other things and price action and what the market is doing. But this is a very effective way, and the average true range is a very, very important indicator that I have at least on one of my charts, or some way to quickly reference it so I can set my price targets and stops. Okay? Hope it helps, and see you soon. Bye-bye.